We defined acids as things that produce H plus and bases that produce OH minus. Water produces both of them. The self-ionization of water. Usually we write it H2O yields H plus OH minus. Sometimes we write it like the top one to recognize how the H plus joins the H2O to form the hydronium ion. Now at 25 degrees Celsius, which is standard conditions for everything except gases, it occurs just a little bit, and the H plus and the OH minus would be equal to each other at 1 times 10 to the minus 7 moles per liter. Now remember, we've seen this before. Whenever you see brackets, it means you've got concentration in molarity or moles per liter. Now for any aqueous solutions, the H plus times the OH minus is going to be equal to 1 times 10 to the minus 14. And that is called Kw, which is the ion product constant for water. It's essentially the equilibrium constant because H plus and OH minus are the products. H2O is a pure liquid. It would not be included. Like all Ks, it's temperature dependent. Now, since H plus times OH minus is constant, they are interdependent and actually inversely related. When one goes up, the other goes down. Acids are when the H plus is greater. Bases are when the OH minus is greater. So let's calculate these. If H plus times OH minus is 1 times 10 to the minus 14, then that means that OH minus is 1 times 10 to the minus 14 divided by H plus, or H plus is 1 times 10 to the minus 14 divided by OH minus. So in other words, the one you want, you take 1 times 10 to the minus 14 and divide it by the one you have. So let's do these. 1 times 10 to the minus 14 divided by 1 times 10 to the minus 6. We get 1 times 10 to the minus 8. Well, actually, it should be 1.0 since that was 1.0. Notice if a coefficient is 1, then the other coefficient is going to be 1. The exponents are going to add to negative 14. So we could do things like that without needing a calculator. So if H plus is 1 times 10 to the minus 4, then OH minus would be 1 times 10 to the minus 10. But all the rest, we're going to need the calculator. So since I'm doing the same thing, I'm just going to do second enter and just change the part I'm dividing by. So I don't have to type in 1 times 10 to the minus 14 every time. It's times 10 to the minus 16. Oops, I did the wrong thing there. So we have 12. Guess I should practice my examples, huh? Because look down here at this one, it's completely the opposite. All right, so second enter. And we have 5.4. Whoa, I did that in the wrong place now, didn't I? Guess you got to be careful with that second enter. And pay attention to what you're doing. Okay. 1 times 10 to the minus 14 divided by 5.4 times 10 to the minus 5. All right. 1.9 times 10 to the minus 10. All right. So if you ever want to check one, let's check this one. You check it by making sure that 5.4 times 10 to the minus 5 times 1.9 times 10 to the minus 10. Always make sure you hit the right buttons. Should equal 1 times 10 to the minus 14. Now it's not going to be perfect because we did have to round.